Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, it's the 1st of October today, 2023, for all you time travellers out there. It's been raining all morning, it was raining all yesterday, which made all the car boots around me in Manchester closed for the day. There's no car boots today, none on the East Lancs, none at Bolton, none at Warrington. All the antiques fairs are all shut. It's been a real sad day. It's one of them days where you've got a pocket of money and you can't spend it. However, we did go and spend a bit of it. We went up to Bent's and to this Worsley Garden Centre and bought a few things. We'll show you what we bought there. Maybe a few clips at Bent's where we were buying certain things. So save it until we get to that clip. We'll be taking a walk around the allotment. And we've got a lot of work what we've been doing in the middle of the plot. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. In fact, that'll be the first video. It's quite a long one actually, but it shows you from start to finish is what we were doing, and there's a lot of work there and a lot of processes is what we needed to do to complete the task. And maybe if we've got any time at the end of the video, there might be a few coins there that I actually bought this week in the post. They come through the post, so there's not many of them, but I can share them with you anyway. Right, so first video, what we've been doing, which took most of my time this week on the plot, it was pulling a tree out in the middle of the plot, an apple tree. We've already got another one identical, right, just at the side of it. You're going to see me. Well, you're going to see the apples first. What we took off the tree in the greenhouse. Then we'll shoot back to the tree. You're going to see me swinging on it like a monkey. We're going to pull the tree out. We're going to do piling a load of wood chip along the area in question. You're going to see me tidying all the planters up. You're going to see me topping the planters. Then you're going to see me putting me brand new. Well, it's not brand new. It's you're going to see me putting on a bench. I've got 3 of these benches. They're they're quite expensive actually. But I didn't pay a penny for them, and you'll see me putting that into place because I want to be doing videos in the middle of the plot later in the year, in the fresh air. I mean, I'm stuck in the greenhouse at the moment. It has been raining all morning, and oh, by the way, I'm sorry if you can't understand what I'm saying. I've got the lurgy again, bunged up nose. This deep Sulphurian accent can be troublesome at times, and we tend to miss letters out of things that we say, and if you're not listening clearly, you miss what we said. It sounds like something else. So yeah, I'm not swearing, by the way, although I was swearing at the squirrel before when I chased it up the path, and you'll know more about that in a bit. But you're going to see now what we've been doing at the middle of the plot. So let me take you there and show you what we've done. So these are the apples what we took off that little tree. They're not brilliant. They're okay. But we did take more off through the last few days, a few weeks, like. But these what was left on it. So we pulled these off, and now we're going to go and take the tree out and get rid of it. It's going to just pull it out, chop it up. But yeah, they're the last apples that tree's ever going to produce, unfortunately. Well guys, this tree what you see in front of me now with the yellow tape round the branches coming out today, I've tried to save it many a time, and it just keeps snapping. It's as old as the other trees behind it, but yeah, it should be easy to pull out. I've got my bolt cutter, they're like really big loppers there. So I'm going to cut so much, then we'll use the leverage then to just pull it out. The roots are going to be the problem. However, that thing should cut through the roots. They're not very big. So what I'm looking at, you might not be able to see. It's just out shot on the right hand side is a yellow handled loppers. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get stuck into it. I'm covering all my bases here. I've got a couple of cameras. I've got this one here and I've got this one here, just to make sure I actually record it. I hate doing these things then finding out that they corrupt the file. So first things we're going to do is remove, there's a bar there, I'm going to remove that, a metal bar, and then we'll but we'll cut loose so much of the tree and we'll see if we can pull it out. Right, here goes, nothing. Got to be careful here with this right arm. Like I say, I go to the see a physio tomorrow, and the last thing I want to do is smash it, but it should be easy enough. Right, we've got the tree out, tidy up here a bit, and we'll start thinking about bringing the bench over. But yeah, this tree, nothing ever was going to come of it, so we've taken it out. Move the rows in a minute, and we'll have somewhere else to sit eventually. I'm going to tidy this area up, it'll look really nice when I finish. But the tree had to go. Simple as that. I didn't even need the saw, which is hanging from the comfy tea pot. So I'll chop this up a bit more and I'll be able to get it into the bag and I'll get rid of it. I was doing a bit more tidying up, getting these apples up here, get them up, a few weeds, get that rose to the right moved. I think about bringing my bench down, so guys, it looks a bit bare there at the moment, but I'll show you in about 2 months time. You see loads of flowers coming up there, and then planters. Because we took all the summer flowers out of there now. Well, we're not taking them out, we just cut them back. But very soon you start seeing things coming up. We may even add a few flowers as well. I still need to do a lot of tidying up there. Like I say, we're not done by a long way. But yeah, we're getting there. Thinking of making this into a walking stick as a part. It needs a bit of a trick cleaning up, like. Take the bark off it. In fact, what you're best off doing is just leaving it for a year or two. Bark will fall off it naturally. But yeah, I like that. Somewhere to put your thumb there. Round the end off. And that nice little walking stick there. Right, anyway, we'll be back to this. Bit of wood chip down, I think, and tidy these planters at the back of me. Bit more work on them. And then we'll get the chair. And it should look nice there. So as you can see, we've cleared all the plant pots now. I have noticed that there's about 2 inches of topsoil going out of all them planters there. I will be putting compost into them planters right to the top. That's to the right here. All these ones have lost soil as well. Each year you're going to lose at least 1 inch or 2 inches of soil. You normally find the build-up of soil on the allotments is the direction the wind blows the most. You find out that where that's blowing is where it's the highest point on the allotments for soil. So you do lose a lot of soil. However, I've got my plot's about a foot higher than everyone else's, so I just keep adding to it. But we've tidied up, and what I want to do now is get some wood chip. We'll see if we can find a decent bit of wood chip. Just to go around this area. I'm going to take these pots out probably as well. I'll leave the trays where they are because it's quite handy to have that table there. Yeah, all the planters have all been cleared of weeds. In each of them planters, what you see, and these plant pots here, they've got all spring bulbs in, so you know. We've tidied them up. We'll work our way back further into there. I have noticed my roses died on this side, my climbing rose, so I'm going to find another climbing rose to go over the other top, over the top the other way of my arch. But not for a few more months yet. I don't need to do that. But yeah, I'm going to try and get some wood chip, make this place a little bit nicer here, and then we'll get the bench, get it into place, and I'll be able to sit here and do some videos here as well, I think, with a backdrop of a load of flowers when we actually get them, or they actually start to come up in the springtime. Right, I'm just going to move my tools out of the way for the time being, and next job probably getting some wood chip. So I've got to go and figure out which is the best wood chip. I'm just looking at this wood chip here, and it's not very good. It's red, but when you move the top, you can see where the heat's got to it, and it started to break it down. So I don't think this will be any good for me where I'm going to put my new chair. So I'm going to have a check the other compost bins and see what's in there, the wood chip which is in them bays. So anyway, we could come back to this if we really have to. I'm going to check the others first. That wood chip's not, well, it's not too bad. Again, you can see where it's burning, breaking down. At least this sort of matches the stuff that I've actually got on the plot. I know it's rotting down, but if I take it from the sides, it's a bit better there. Just skim it off. I only need say 8 by 3 by 2 inches deep, so probably a bag of wood chip. That's what I need. Yeah, I think I prefer this one. However, there is another bay with wood chip, so I might come back later on. The other wood chips over the other side of the allotment. So, but yeah, it's a bit better. That one. Again, that's not too bad there on the edge. I could use that. Right, so it could be this particular bay that I actually get the wood chip from. Well, either that or that bit there if it's still there when I come back later. Well, we just got a bag of wood chip. It's not too bad, this stuff. It's not as bad as I thought it was anyway. There's a bit of leaf in it, but then again, it's not going into the chickens, it's going to be on the path. And yeah, not too bad. I think we can get away with that. I just got to get it down to the other end of the, well, to my plot. At the moment my heart rate's about 130. By the time I get down there it'll be about 145. But yeah, we've got some wood chip now to do that area where we're going to put the chair. Happy days. Well guys, what I'm going to do, I've got me wood chip here. I'm going to try and move them pots. Now they might have rooted into the ground, but well, first we'll try and move them. If we can't move them, we'll just leave them there. We've got to move that black currant, and there's another black currant just down there. I'm going to move them out of the way, spread the love across the plot, and then I think about bringing the chair up here, and like I say, it should start to look a little bit better. But yeah, we've got to do a little bit moving about stuff here now. So like I said, them plant pots there are probably rooted in, so I'm not going to mess about with them. But I'm hoping I can get them out so I can put some wood chip in there and just make it all nice and level. So let's have at it. Wasn't as bad as I first thought. Put these down at the back of the plot. Here we go. So as you can see, it's got a good thick layer of wood chip there. We filled them holes in where we took the buckets out of. I'll get me bench shortly and put it in here. I'll top these planters up with soil, and these ones waiting for the spring bulbs. So yeah, the bench is going to sit right along there. So all I've got to do now is get rid of that lot, which is easier said than done. I've got to find somewhere to put them. Right, so not done too bad there today, and there is more wood chip up there if I want to do some more. I don't think I'll bother though. So these are my two blueberries. For the time being I'm going to set them up here on the top here out of the way. I can get the bench then up to the other side of, well, where that Harris fence is over there, the other side of that greenhouse. Easier said than done. These are not light, but yeah, I'm just going to quickly move these these blueberries out of the way, then we can get at the bench. Well, I just moved the blueberries up there, and I've noticed one of these pieces of wood have broken, so I'll have to replace that. In fact, I'll probably replace a few of them, but time being, it'll be alright. I still can sit on it. I've just been sat on it there now. But it's a bit annoying that one of them's broke. Nice bench though, trust me. So we've just moved the pallets of free there in front of where the chair was. I can get round the back there and do a bit of tidying up round the back and sort of organise all these pallets. Like I say, we've got enough to do the compost bins. I've just moved these onto here. These are blueberries, by the way. That one's wet through, saturated. This one's bone dry because that's been at the back. So I've moved it to the front, so it's going to get a bit of water. It looks better than the other one. Don't know, ask me why. But I've got some ericaceous soil, so what I might do is take them out of them pots, redo the pots and put them back in. That's another job to do. I like making work for myself, don't I? But as you see, we've got all the compost base, wood there, all the materials. I just need the will to do it at the moment. Like I say, get it done later in the year when there's not many jobs left for me to do. That's what we normally do anyway. Leave these kind of jobs for later on in the year. Right, anyway, like I say, we've tidied this area up a little bit as well, and we've put all them herbs in that water feature there. They needed a good soak as well. They was bone dry. So we're all good in the world today. Well, you can probably see a bit better with this camera I'm using. But what we're going to do is fill all these planters, top them up with this clover, because you can just start seeing coming up now. You might just see one there. That's one of the spring bulbs. However, there's a lot of soil missing out of here. So what we need to do is just to top them up, take these weeds out. There's a few weeds in here. Take them out before we start messing about. But yeah, when we're finished, all these will be full to the top. Well, that's the plan anyway. Here we go, let's fill all these planters up here. Well guys, as you see, all the planters have been topped up now. All these ones on the table here have all been topped up now. Like I say, in each of these plant pots there's a load of tulips and daffodils, crocuses, irises, and like I say, we've lost about 2 inches of soil out of them, out of the pots, but not no more. They're all been topped up now. Got a lovely thick layer of wood chip just here. Got this bench in place now. All what we've lost is that dodgy tree. It was never going to ever going to happen. Anything going to happen with it? Like I say, we've got more than a fair share of the trees we need. But yeah, at least I've got another seating area now, so I can sit here. These pots here will have to go. I'll find homes for them. Nice little rows there. Beautiful little rows. Yeah. Another rose at the side of it as well, and then you've got the geraniums and what have you. But even the figs starting to come back now here, and I cut it right down to the ground, hoping that it would come back, and it has done. So keep an eye on that over the next few years. But all the plant pots, like I say, have all been topped up now. It's looking pretty good. Good state of it. Well, it's a bath tonight. It's been a right merry-go-round today. What we started off with this morning, pulling the tree out where the bench is now. I mean, what we've done, we pulled the tree out, got rid of that. Then we did all the weeding. Then we got the wood chip. Then we laid the wood chip. Then we got the bench. Then we topped all the planters up for spring, because each and every one of these planters and the ones behind me are full of spring bulbs. So I do need to fix these. This one of these lats are broke, so I need to find a piece of wood. I'm sure I'm going to get a piece of wood on the allotments. If not, I just buy one. I'll replace that. We'll give it all a lick of paint. We've got to do the sheds at the same time. When I paint this, I'll be painting all the furniture up the front of the plot as well, and the sheds. It should look really nice in a couple of months' time. But yeah, I think it's bath time in a moment. Buttercup's in the greenhouse. She's settled in now. She's been watching what I've been doing all day. I can tell you that cat could speak. Good God. But yeah, it's just looking up there. I can see blue sky, so it might get a bit colder tonight. Blue sky at this time of year always means the temperatures are going to drop. However, I can see cloud over there, so if there's cloud, the temperatures will stay up. So I can see cloud over there, but clear skies above. It's usually the case in the evenings. When you get out, when you come down on the allotment, it's normally a big black cloud over the top of the allotment, or it seems to be over my plot. Never seems to go away. But yeah, we've got this bench where I want it. Got rid of that little tree. Nothing was coming of it. I've tried to save it. It just wasn't a bee. Plus I've got an identical tree right at the side of it here, so it's not the end of the world. And I've got to think about that. Yeah, I'm going to have to make sure that branch gets chopped out. I don't want a bloody apple hitting me on the head next year. Right, we will be back to paint this and fix this just here. It's all rotted away, but it's no rush. Catch you back at the top of the plot in a bit. So I've got to tell you, it was hard work doing all that. I was only had the intentions of just doing 1 or 2 things that day. I ended up doing it all. We went choosing compost, the wood chip. The red stuff looked good on camera, but it wasn't. And maybe if we had some better quality of that redwood chip, I would have done all the front of my plot in that red cedar stuff, but it wasn't, and we didn't. So we will be doing, once the good stuff comes, because like once all the leaves fall off the trees, the wood chip, then it's just pure wood chip what we get, and that's what I'm looking for, pure wood chip. Throw it in into the chicken pen. Keep the floor nice and tidy. We collect all the compost out of the chicken pen, and that's what goes into the beds and gives puts manure into all the beds, and that's why we get some really good stuff, especially with the sweet corn, because we use the chicken pen floor to top the beds up. Horse manure works just as good. I think the other good thing is cow manure, but it's getting it. That's the trouble, and it can be a bit messy. Trust me, I know. But yeah, we got the bench in it. We do need to fix the lat on the bench. We didn't realise it had rotted. It's been there for quite a long time, that bench, and it did have the 2 blueberries on it. The blueberries we're going to move up to the front of the plot. We've got a lot of stuff we're going to be, once the leaves are off everything, we're going to hack all the bushes right back. We're going to give them an haircut like you've never seen before, and everything's going to get really cut back this year. I've got every confidence that it will come back again. Like that tree that some idiots chopped down there just near Adrian's Well. They're all saying it's a disaster, but if I'm honest, that tree might come back again. That might still grow. I mean, I chopped trees here at the back of the plot down and left the stump, and next minute up comes the tree again. So I don't think it's dead yet. So let's fingers crossed the tree comes back to life. However, that one what I pulled out, that's going to become a walking stick, that, for me. It's got a thump thing for it and everything, so I like that. I have a bit of a mess with that in a few episodes when I got everything done what I've had to get done. But yeah, the tree had to go. It just wasn't getting any bigger. We put 4 trees in at the same time, and they're all like 4 times bigger in it. So yeah, I think it was because it broke in half and it just never recovered. So yeah, it's out now, and we've got a new bench there, new seating area to do more videos in. Right, onwards and upwards. Now here's a couple of clips of the trip up to Bents. We did go to there was a Worsley Garden Centre. I'm not going to take you with the camera all the way around. I can't do that because there was a lot of people there, and you got to do it in between the music as well. So it was timing really. So I've got a few snapshots. So you're going to see me go from one thing to another. Oh, here comes Sutter. She's just gone past the greenhouse door. He was coming in to Pinch Buttercup's dinner. She's just side here, and she's looking at him now. Right, anyway, here's a trip. This is what we've been up to this morning, Bents. Let me show you what we've bought. It looks like Bents are starting getting the Christmas trees up and running. Let's go through into the garden centre. Well, we're in Bents, and yeah, they've got a nice selection of spring bulbs. I'm looking for some onions. I've just managed to get 2 different varieties of red onions here. Some Electron and some winter onions. I'll show you these when we get back to the allotments. But yeah, I'm just looking at the price of these as well. They're £4 a pack. You ain't paying £4 a pack, that's for sure. Well, we'll keep walking around the store, see what other goodies we can find. But yeah, we've got quite a nice selection of spring bulbs here. Oh, see a nice selection of herbs here, 5 for £12, but nothing that I need. I've already got them all. This is like I say, we're still in Bents. Oh well, moving on. We sell this in the shop. I think it's that's only 50 litres. We sell 60 litres, so yeah. 2 bags for £12, 50 litres. We sell 2 bags for £12, but the 60 litres you get 20 litres more. Peat free, waste of money. It's all peat free now, isn't it? Here's another one what we sell. £7.99 each, or 2 for 10. We sell ours for, like I say, £6. So it probably costs you £12. But you're getting, how big are these? Just looking how big they are. I think the 500. Yeah, the 500. Sorry, 50 litres. Might be even smaller. These. They look smaller. Just trying to find something where it gives you the size. I can't really see it. I'm blind as a bloody bat though. But we do them bigger than this for the same price. Specialist composts, £9 for this. Wow. Ericicious, it's alright, this is alright for blueberries and stuff like that. John Innes. £7.50 for a bag of that. Farmyard manure. £6 a bag. And this Westlands 30 litre bags, £6 a bag. Oh, that's bents for you, very expensive. Okay, I thought this was entertaining, this orangutan. God knows how much it's going to cost, but yeah, it's pretty cool, or what? Really like that. All these different animals. Oh God, we're talking hundreds here, guys. I don't know what that says there, £600. So God knows what the monkey's worth. It's that monkey. I can't even see the price, my eyes are that bad, but that's for that monkey there. So that orangutan must be worth £1,000. Well, we always come in here, looking at these wolf tillers and what have you. And they still haven't got the one I want. Unbelievable. Not exactly cheap, these things. Oh well. These forks and spades cost a fortune as well. Anyway, we're heading out of Bents. I'll show you what we got when we get out of there. So see you in a bit, guys. We're heading out. Well, guys, these are what the onions I've bought today. Like I said, only £2 a pack. And we bought 2 lots of red winter onion sets. These are the ones here. And then we got the electric onion sets. Got 2 sets there, 2 bags. And then we got these Sensu, and we got the radar onions here. I still need Stir On and Stuttgarter, and then we got all the onions that we need. But yeah, these are what we bought at Bents. Well, we bought them ones at Bents, and we bought these ones at it's the Worsley little garden centre where I've got these. So yeah, these ones are by Taylor's and these ones are by DV. So yeah, we've almost got all the onions. I've still got onions on order, but they're for next year as well. They're going after these ones that have come out. Right, anyway, that's what we've bought at Bents earlier. So we ended up, we got 4 varieties of onions. I still need my Stuttgart and my Stir On, but you see, you used to go into Wilkinson's and you get them just like that. At the moment, the hunt is on for onions. Now I've got all my onions, my next year's onions on order. We do winter and then we do the spring onions as well. Trouble is, I want to get my onions in before the ground starts to freeze. Once they start to grow, you don't have to worry about them. And we definitely need to get these onions in. So once the sweet corn comes out, I'll be sorting the bed out. We'll be putting the onions into that bed this year, into the beds where the sweet corn is. And hopefully next year we'll get some nice onions. I mean, the electric onions there, and what the other ones, the red winter onions, they're fantastic then. The Senshu is another fantastic winter onion, and so is the radar as well. So they're the ones you want to be growing through the winter. And we've got what we need. So I did buy something today. Unfortunately, it wasn't anything off a car boot because they were all closed. I'm really gutted, and all the antiques fairs, every time I mention it, it just upsets me. Let me take you on a walk around the plot and show you what's happening. Well guys, my girls ain't coming out to play. Where the blue sheet is, behind it. Oh, there's one of them. Nova brown. We've got Lowen browns there as well. I just threw a load of weed in there for them. Don't know if you can see it. But yeah, this week, well, you can see we took the traps out. I've got sick of catching the hedgehogs. We caught a really big fat one yesterday. I'm surprised it even got in the trap. Now we've left these in as a decoy, hoping that they'd take, you know, the squirrels would go for these, but no, they started to go for these as well. So if we've got some of these left at the end of the week, I'm going to take these out as well. They're almost ready for taking. Just behind them we've got a load of celery, and we've got my dahlias there and what have you, but it's frustrating. We left these in just like I say, they're serving no purpose other than there's a few small cobs on there, and hoping the squirrels would take them first. They have been doing, but now they're starting to take these. So I reckon another 4 or 5 days we're going to take what we've got and take it and see if it's edible or not. I'd sooner take it all up than let the squirrels get it, to be quite honest with you. We definitely need to come in here and clear all this lemon balm. They're growing out of pots. And the jasmine could do with a bit of an haircut. There's where the traps are, just there. I've got to be careful when I go in here because, well, I'm not going to go in here because there's wasps in here, believe it or not. And they're going for the grapes now. We've given tons of grapes away. You can probably just see one going in there then. There's quite a lot of them in there, and I don't want to irritate them. Last thing I do when I get stung. But we've got all the chilies in there. These are jalapenos. We've got Scotch bonnets, and we've got some Joe Long and some different varieties there. Over this side we've got the patio sizzlers, and we've got ginger right at the very back. We will be coming in here and tidying all this lot up and cleaning the grapevine as well shortly. This is not one of the jobs I'm too bothered about doing right now, and it gives these peppers more and chilies more time to ripen, which they are doing. Which, you know, about this area, we've tidied all this lot up. Notice the planters that already there's birds digging in there and squirrels, and they're flicking the soil out. So this is why you end up with your soil missing out of your planters. It's really annoying. This bed is going to be targeted sooner rather than later. As soon as we get the frost, the dahlias will be cut back, and all these bushes will be taken out, these black currants, because we actually got some new ones in the pots there at the side of them. So we'll be changing things around in this bed. This is going to get an haircut. However, this doesn't go in the compost bin. This gets hung up in the kitchen, and it smells gorgeous. Again, we've still got tons of apples on these trees here. Food banks needs to get some of them. Again, I'm waiting for these gooseberries for the leaves to fall off so I can prune them back hard. This bed's a bit of a quandary. What do you do with this? This is calendula. It's not weeds, it's calendula. I've left it. I'm going to see if it actually get flowers on it. Maybe flowers for Christmas Day, but I reckon the frost will take them out. When it does, I'll tidy them up. It just make it very awkward for me to work with though, because inside there there's a load of daffodils and tulips, and every 6 inches scattered all around that bed, so it might be a bit of a problem. We wait with bated breath. I don't mind picking these things out if I have to, but I'm interested to see if I get any flowers off them. Why not? I've got enough calendula seed to do 20 of these beds, so I'm not worried about pulling it out. Buttercups in the greenhouse there, keeping guard. Again, I'm not going to walk this way because I don't want to get wet through with this yellow flag irises. All the furniture do need a lick of paint, as does the shed. I was trying to look for my cans of paint, but to no avail. I couldn't find them. They're in that shed there, but I may have moved them further back. So it's going to take me 3 or 4 hours just to dig them out. I'm thinking, is it worth digging them out or going buying some more? And then, yeah, it's just one of them things, a mind bender. But yeah, this shed just needs a bit of lick of paint. Right, I've got my brolly here and it is raining. I'm going to stick my brolly sort of, yeah, I think it'll do there. Right, let's quickly show you. See, there's Buttercup. If you haven't seen them, I'll tell you more about them in a minute. Apples to get rid of. They've been in there since midweek. We took them off the tree that we took out. Load of strawberries over there. We've got flowers on. This greenhouse, well, as you see, you've got the onion bunchings. They can be called one of 3 things: onion bunchings, scallions, or spring onions. And there's radicchio running down the middle. However, we've got all these cabbages and leeks to put out yet. Me basket of fire, well, they're starting to go red. They're very, very hot peppers, these. And touching that now, that's a bit stupid because it you know, certainly don't want to rub my eye. My bloody bag of egg boxes are falling over there. I'll have to do some. All this all needs to be tidied up. Jobs for the winter. So, you know. Right, where's my brolly? Oh, some lobelia there. Geraniums. Come round here. Water butts are full. The marigolds, they need taking out now. Although they've self-seeded as well. Allotment diggers, plot 65. This is Mark's plot. He's done wonderful here. He's put a polytunnel on it at the end. It's just a shame he couldn't get the other part of that plot. He would have done a fantastic job, I think. But what he's done here is exceptional. Apple tree. I need to sort them apples out. These are all going to get chopped right back this year. Once them leaves start to fall, I'm coming in with my pruning shears. I'm going to whack it all back. The sedum was full of butterflies this week when it was sun shining. You can see some pom-pom dailies in the distance, and the red ones are called Jamaica. They're decorative dahlia. And right in the centre, you can't really see from here, and I can't zoom in because I've got my brolly in my other hand. You've got the misty day. This is my strawberries. These are done really. Look at these strawberries. They're absolutely fantastic. They really are. Again, this is another one of these rosemary, what needs a bit of an haircut. I want to get in there and cut all my. These are gooseberries as well. They need a bit of a prune. Rhubarb needs tidying up slightly. My apples, well, you can not believe this, guys. What do you see? Look up there. What the hell's going on? Someone want to explain why in the start of October I've got blossoms on my tree. We got apples already. I mean, so you got apples ready to take. And you got blossoms. That's crazy. It really is. So, you know, I'm not making it up. There you go. Up there. They're every bloody where when you look at it. We've tidied it, we trimmed this here so we can walk down the path. We've basically took 99% of the baking apples off this tree now. Quite popular, these baking apples, with people this year. I've still got some at home. We can make some apple pie. The celeriac in there is doing well. These are what we've been feeding the chickens. I'm going to throw them some more in a minute. We've got a few cabbage there what we've not used, so I'm going to take a few of them home. But at the back of it, we've got some purple cabbage there what she's coming on. We've got some Calabres. We've got some more Savoy cabbage there. I've got more cabbage that I'm going to be putting into this bed. You've seen them at the back of the plot. That's my celery. Here's my other dahlias here. This area here might look a mess. Well, it is a mess, but it's intentional, because in the middle of that there's a pond, and in the middle of that pond is a load of newts, very rare newts and frogs. And I wait until the end of October before I tidy this up. I don't want to disturb them. What'll happen is the newts will go into hibernation along with the frogs, and that's when I tidy the area up. Do a bit of pruning here. All this has got to be pruned. Bloody apples there, they're everywhere. Everywhere I look. But all of these, we will collect them eventually, and these are all going to the compost bins. So yeah, this is, oh, you've got the pumpkin over here. Well, the pumpkin's reached me now on the other end of this path. Just let it run up the path at the moment. I'm not going to get nothing from it really. There is a pumpkin dangling down there. All my hopes are on this pumpkin here. I reckon by the end of the month, it'll be big enough to give the kids. Also, this mini pop sweet corn is doing all right. The squirrels are not attacking this. It's one squirrel in particular which is doing the problem. If I could bang it on the head, I would do, but yeah. So the mini pop's doing all right here. Again, these are all my herbs in my pots. We've put the other herbs in that container there for the time being, what was where the chair was. These, what we've got to sort these things out. These are blueberries. And then there's the compost, so I need to tear that all to pieces and spread all that compost into the beds, and then we can think about building a compost bin. I might tip some of it into here, into this bed, but then again, I've got so many other things to do first, so I might just put the cabbage into here first, the ones what I've got in the front greenhouse, and hopefully they'll do as well as the ones what was already been in here. But as you can see, this pumpkin's gone crazy. There may be another potential pumpkin down there, so I might get 2 pumpkins. I remember a few years back, and all I could see was a small pumpkin, and when we lifted the leaves back, there's an £152 pumpkin sat there. How the hell I missed it, I don't know, but I don't think there's one that big this year. I'd be lucky if there's one £10. Right, anyway, that's what the plot looks like. 1st of August, and like I say, it has been raining. Let's get back up to the front of the plot. Quick look at them geraniums there, they're doing well. Right, I'll see you back at the top of the plot. So we started off with the chickens, didn't we? We just threw a load of weed in there for the chickens. They're quite happy. I can't get any more at the moment because the bird flu's on Salford Quay, so you can't move birds about, unfortunately. But as soon as I can, we'll increase the flock, that's for sure. We left the sweet corn in, and the golden crest to sort of keep this squirrel from targeting the golden fleece. However, it's started to target them now, and it's a constant battle chasing it away. So I tried using the traps. All I seem to do is catch hedgehogs. Now the traps have served a good purpose really. They've shown me that I've got lots and lots of hedgehogs on my plot. Not just one, not two, three, four, five. We've got dozens of hedgehogs, and they're everywhere. And that explains why why I've not got so many slugs on my plot. That's, you know, it's simple as that. They love the slugs, and that's what they come on the plot for. But they also like the sweet corn in the traps, and I'm catching them before I'm actually catching the squirrels. So we've took the traps up now. I'll give up on that. We just have to hope that the hedgehog doesn't get all that corn. Maybe if I start the corn a bit earlier next year and get it in and do it all at the same time, we might be okay. The problem was this year I did some 2 weeks in front of the others, so it was like 4 weeks gap between the first, second and third, you know what I mean? So we have to wait now for another 2 weeks for the other corn to catch up, and that gives the squirrel its tea for the next 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm thinking about bringing my friend 0.22 down. You say you can't. I was not. Nigel was talking to me the other day. Sent me a text. And he was saying there, says you can't remove them from the area. So you can only catch them, then release them about 100 foot away from your plot, because you can't move them. So yeah, there's only one thing I can do, and Nigel agrees with me. The best way to deal with it, but we'll leave it there. But yeah, we give up on trying to move the squirrel, and anyway it's illegal, so we can't do it. Didn't know that. Something now I know. Thanks, Nigel. Yeah, superstar. But yeah, moving on, coming down the back greenhouse, we can't even get in there because of the wasps. They're all over the grapes now. We took so many grapes out of all the greenhouses. That was the last greenhouse for them to ripen. We have took loads off there. There was absolutely piles of grapes, and we took loads of them off there, but there's still a load on. And what's happened is, can we leave the door open? The wasps have gone in, and there's been a few lot of pops, and they've been drinking the like the sap off them, and they're all bloody drunk. All the wasps are drunk in the greenhouse, because it's basically fermentated some of the grapes. So I've got a greenhouse full of wasps, and we've also got a greenhouse full of peppers and chilies, and they're doing quite well. The wasps won't affect them, but again, it's just another one of them jobs that I need to get in there and clean that up. I'll have to take everything, I'm going to strip everything out and put it all back in nice and tidy, and clean the glass and everything. Then we'll be like that in all the other two greenhouses as well. Moving down the plot where we just done all that work, we will be doing more work, new bushes in, taking the old bushes out, because after so many years they get all different diseases, and mildew can be a complete pain. So we're going to take them out, put fresh ones in, tidy the beds up. Obviously we'll be putting wood chip down. Come further down, you got the calendula. That's come up. It's about this high at the moment. Like I say, we could get flowers on it. We've got flowers on the strawberries here, and as you just saw there, we got flowers on the apple trees. We got apples, fully developed apples, and we got actually blossoms on the tree. Explain that one to me. Late bloom. God, like I say, October, and we got blossoms on the tree. So that tells me next year that tree's not going to do that good, and we're getting blossoms now. But yeah, the strawberries as well, they're doing fine outside. The calendula, like what we've come back to calendula, we'll leave it, see what happens. If we get any flowers, got some flowers for Christmas. If we haven't, we'll take them up. But I think the frost will take them out when it takes the dahlias out as well. The dahlias have done really well this year. I've been really chuffed with my dahlias. The veg at the back of the plot's doing well. The cabbages, I've got some Savoy cabbage there that I've not been taking, and they're getting eaten, and one or two of them have actually split at the moment. But we've had quite a few of these cabbages. You can only eat so many, and I have been giving a few away, but we've still got a lot of cabbages left in that bed, and we've got another lot of savoy already coming at the back. In the greenhouse we've got more savoy to go into the beds. We've got cone cabbage, we've got purple cabbage, we've got greyhound, so all sorts of stuff still needs to go out from the front greenhouse into the beds as well, so we've got all that to do. Like I say, all the onions, we've got to sort them out as well, and well, that pumpkin's gone crazy, hasn't it? It's halfway up the allotment. I reckon by the time I'm pulling it out at the end of the month, it's grown another 16 foot or something like that. The way it's going at the moment, it'll be up to the third bed, going up the path. I mean, I can easily just take it out if I want to, but I just thought, let's leave it. It's doing no harm. It's not in anyone's way. And that is protecting the mini pop sweet corn, which is doing well there. We've actually made a start where the compost bin is. We've actually moved the chair, which was right in the way for me to do anything. So the chair had to go. So the chair's gone now. There's some blueberries down there that I need to bring up, and finding places for them as well. That's another task. But what I'm really waiting for is all the leaves to fall. Once the leaves start to fall, that's when I can actually start to get things done, pruning and what have you. You don't want to be pruning while you still got leaves on the trees. That's a no-no. All it does is just set them back for next year. Wait while the sap. You don't want to do it when the sap's risen. You want to wait while they go dormant, then you can start hacking at them like I'm going to do with all the black currants along here. My currants, I'm going to tie these up. I've got a load of currants here. I've been had a few currants off these, but it all just needs tidying up. So that's another job. Lots of jobs. What I need is help. But you won't get help here. They want help on the allotment, so I've got to help myself. That's the way it is. Anyway, I've got one more clip, and that is I've got a few coins that come in the post this week. I thought I'd share them with you. So with that, let's quickly show you what we've been wasting this money on. Well guys, what you're looking at here are a few coins that I bought this week. They're silver. Two of them are sterling silver, the other are 100% silver. That's the 2022 and the 1998. These are silver Britannias. They're the obverses. Slightly different portraits of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. We bought these. It might be unusual for me to buy two. These are double florins. These are 1888. However, it was this one I bought first. Then I saw this one. I thought, yeah, grab this one as well. So we bought two of these. Now I've already got about 3 or 4 of them, but yeah, they're all right. What do you want for 25 quid? In fact, they was 25 quid each as well. So that's what we've wasted his money on this week. Again, silver. It's about 18 quid an ounce at the moment, but you can't buy silver for less than 28, 30 quid an ounce. There's reasons for it, but that's the truth of it. Anyway, we got a bargain there. Really did get a bargain. The 1998 Britannia is worth about 40 quid. So, you know, these are worth a lot. These are worth a lot more as well. I'm just going to put them away, and I'm just looking for something at the moment, and I can't find it. These are just a few. These are all strike your owns. These. That one ain't. I've got 3 of them. That's the 2009 Blue Peter. 50p on the card. I've got 3 of them cards. I paid 8 quid for 2 of them. However, the that one I think was about 100 quid I paid for it. They're about 300 quid them now. There's some more silver ones. These are silver gymnastics as well. What's oh, there's another rare one. I think they only made 800 of them. I've got 3 of them as well. These are all silver proofs. I've got all of them in silver proof. What are them there? Oh, there's a few Kew Gardens. There's about 4 or 5 Kew Gardens in there. That's a double date. EEC, whatever it was, when we took over the EEC for the year. That one there, in that little bag, is Prince Harry and Meghan £5 coin. These are all Royal Mint coins. Strike your owns. I've actually got another 2 cases of these. Oh, you've seen these, haven't you? I'm just messing about. I'm going to put... Actually got no room in there. Oh well. Throw that there. Here's another coin case. These are more crowns. Them 2 there ain't. They're George III 2 pennies, the biggest penny that they ever made. These are all date run of crowns in there, and there's a few others here. I'm not going to mess about with them. Oh God, they nearly all went over then. That's emblems. Anyway, this was just a few. Like I said, I just bought 4 coins, and I thought I'd show you while we got the case out. I thought I'd give you a quick look at these as well. So there you go, guys. That's it for this one. Hopefully the car boots will be back on next week, and there is a coin fair at Bolton Reebok, so I can't wait for that one. But a pocket full of money, not being able to spend it. Oh, I was saying that, I did buy some onions, so it's not been all too bad. Right, get the video edited, get it up a bit later. As you know, we do the editing, and we do everything, the thumbnail, all on the same day that I actually put the video up. I'm thinking of putting a video on Rumble as well. I've actually got an account there. It's called Allotment Diggers. It's small a allotment diggers, all one word. There's no video on it at the moment, but I'm going to be doing like you know, like an intro to what I do here, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know how it works. Trumbull, is it Rumble? Rumble. I'm not too sure how it works, but we'll have a go at it. Have a bit of fun, and so I'll let you know when I put my first video up there. But I have made an account anyway. So with that, thanks for watching, stay safe, and goodbye for now. I swing the camera around so you can see the cat. She's fast asleep on a favourite mat. Actually what it is one of them floats what you use for swimming. And there she is. She looks like a shipwrecked cat. What's she like? At least she's not snoring and spoiling my video. So I'll leave you with her. See you later. Bye for now, folks.